Hi folks. Well, the news media, the liberals, academia, they all seem to keep reporting and glowing why there is bullying going on in our schools. That's what they're saying, kids. There's bullying. And we also have an article about it right here on the front page of the Dallas Morning News. And here's the article. See, they're very concerned about bullying, No, I got an itch in that eye. They're very concerned about bullying. That's what they are. They want to spend more money for counseling, therapy, and teaching to eradicate bullying. Do away with all those bullies in the school. Now listen to me, folks. I'm not making light of the fact that there has been bullying going on in schools. And I do have to say, some of it has led to rather tragic consequences. Yes, bullying is going on. But the methodology our re-educators and our re-education camps want to employ are not going to work. Re-educators being teachers, re-education camps being our public schools. Let me tell you something. Look at me, if you can. I'm little. And I've always been the little guy wherever I went. And I went to school in the 1950s and early 1960s. And you know something? It was in Brooklyn I went to school. I went to elementary school in Brooklyn. I went to high school there. And I went to college in the neighboring borough of Queens. And never once in all those years was I bullied. Why not? I mean, they were bullies, I'm sure. But how come I never ran across them? Did I carry a weapon with me? No. Was I proficient in the martial arts? No. So what was it? I like to think, or tend to think, maybe it was the way I conducted myself. I was always very sure of myself. That was me, kids. For sure, Tony. I had that attitude about me, very positive. Some said I was pompous. Who, me? Anyway, I don't know why I wasn't bullied. But let me just tell you something. Back then, when I went to school in the 50s, early 60s, whenever boys misbehaved, such as roughhousing, being very competitive, the adults looked at it and just said, they're just being boys. Gee, how unique that is. What a novel idea. Listen, in feminized America today, when a boy behaves like a boy, there's something wrong with him. So you drug him up and you admonish him for acting like a boy. Boys naturally roughhouse. They're very competitive. They roughhouse. They like horseplay and then engaging in stupid activities, physical stupid activities. That's a part of being a boy. And it was accepted when I was a youth. So any hostility, any energy was allowed to exert itself in a positive direction, sometimes negative, but it wasn't suppressed through being suspension from school, from calling your parents in, from drugging you up, as it is today. So today you do not allow a boy to be a boy. It's still going to surface in other areas, such as being a bully. So allow the boys to be boys. Another area is the majority of Ritalin prescriptions written in the world are written in these here United States of America. And in this country, the majority of those prescriptions are written for boys. Those are behavioral modification medicines to subdue the boy from being a boy. So naturally, once again, it has to surface in some other direction, and it does, usually in a negative direction. Here's another aspect. When I was a child also in the schools, you had, let's just say, the 6th grade class. You had 3 classes for the 6th grade class. One was for below average students, one was for average students, and another one was for above average students. And each one of those levels taught to their intelligent level. Now today, in politically correct America, where they don't keep scores when they play sports or anything in some of these schools, no competitiveness. That's right, everybody's got to feel good. Nobody should feel superior or inferior to another, so they mix them up. In a given class, you'll have above average average, and below average. Who do you think they teach to in that class? The above average? The average? The below average. So then you got the above average being bored. So what do you have going on here? An idle mind. And we all know what an idle mind is. It's the workshop of the devil. And these above average boys get into trouble because the class has been dumbed down. Thank you, political correctness. What are your thoughts on it, kids? As to why there seems to be a preponderance of more bullying today than there was 50 years ago. That's what it is, kids. We got more bullies today. And as to why more girls are engaged in being bullied, well, that's simple. The perverts in Hollywood. Look at the movies and the television shows. They show all the girls roughhousing and being tough. So the little girls emulate that. Thank you, Hollywood. All right, folks, we'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya. Or should I say, see ya.